In this video, I'm going to look at two types of TI graphing calculators. The one on the left here, the TI-84 Plus Silver Edition, is your regular or standard calculator, graphing calculator. The one on the right is your TI-89, which is a CAS calculator, which means it has a computer algebra system. If you're a first semester freshman or going to start college, say, in your future, interested in what calculator you should get, well, first of all, if you already have a graphing calculator, you know how to use it, then I would just stick with that one, okay? These are the two popular ones that students were using right before I retired, and I've done some tutoring since, and some of them are still using these two types of calculators. Now, it's important to know that if you're entering college and you're going to buy a calculator, graphing calculator, check with your department or whoever your instructor is going to be. Some instructors will not let you use a graphing calculator, say, when you're testing. Obviously, you can use any calculator you want if you're at home, doing homework, checking answers, and so forth. But there are some that if you're taking a test, the only thing they would let you use is your basic four-function calculator, and some won't even let you use a calculator. Okay, so keep that in mind. But like I said, you can always use the calculator at home. Now, I want to look at the features of these two calculators. The one on the left, of course, is the graphing calculator, the standard or regular calculator. You can graph different types of functions. Go to mode, hit regular functions, parametric functions, polar functions, sequences, and so forth, depending on what you have it set on. Obviously, the programs here, that's to influence the price, what programs are loaded. This one, of course, is a virtual calculator, so these programs I put in myself, I added these myself, but that's going to affect the price. Obviously, you have your trig functions there. You can solve equations on this calculator using graphs and so forth. You get numerical answers. You have your log, your natural log. You can store values and so forth. So, basic calculator here again, and this again, you get numerical values. You can evaluate functions, trig functions, and so forth, but you get numerical values. And the difference between this one and the TI-89, or the CAS calculator. CAS calculator, you can do anything you can do over here on the 84, except the TI-89, of course. You can manipulate expressions, and you can give symbolic answers, whereas on the regular calculator, you can't. And that's why some instructors, especially, will not let you use this one if you're taking a test, okay? Because we look at this one here, we have the menus over here. We're doing algebra, hit F2, and let's say we want to factor. So hit 2, and let's enter x to the second minus x minus 6, close parentheses, hit enter. Okay, so this gives you symbolic answers. Okay, that's the difference basically between the two calculators. Again, we'll stay with algebra here, F2. And let's say we want to solve an equation. We enter the equation. Again, this can be a polynomial equation. It can be a log equation. It can be a trig equation. Procedure is going to be the same. Okay, so let's set this equal to 0. And then in this one, you have to tell the calculator the variable. So put a comma here, and an x, and then hit enter, and it gives you the answer. X equal to 4. Or x equal to -3. Okay, so that's the difference between the two calculators. This one you actually will solve the equation. Now, you can solve equations over here on this other one, but you have to use other techniques, a little bit more involved. You use the graphing method and then find the points where a particular graph intersects the x-axis and so forth. And I apologize for my voice. I've been taking some medication that affects my voice, so sorry about that. Now, if you're doing, say, other stuff over here, say calculus f of 3, f3 here. Let's say we're going to take a derivative. Okay, the derivative will take, say, x to the third power minus 7x to the second plus 2. The derivative, and notice if I just so this is saying derivative of whatever is in here. So if I close it here, okay, doesn't give it to me here. So again, in this one, you have to indicate what variable you're using. So put a comma here, and then an x. And there you have it. The derivative is of this x cubed minus 7x squared plus 2 is the same thing as 3x squared minus 14x. Okay, so this is a real nice calculator because you can get symbolic answers, unlike the other one. Now, this will do the job, you know. So if you're a math major, I would recommend one of these two. Either one, depending on what you want to pay for it. Obviously, the 89, because of the algebra system, will be more expensive. But you can get these anywhere from $50 to $100 plus, depending on where you get it. I know they still sell these on Amazon. You can get them in pawn shops and so forth. Pawn shops, you can get them for $20, $30, depending on what programs it has. If you're entering college, and obviously if you're your area is in business, you want a financial calculator. If you're not going to be a math major, you could use a regular scientific calculator. You don't need a graphing calculator for that. But if you're majoring in mathematics or computer science, where you're going to take a lot of math, chemistry, biology, any type of science, most of those sciences will require you to take up through calculus. At least one or two. Some might require calculus 3. Now, when I was teaching, a lot of students didn't have graphing calculators, so we had an agreement with TI, and we would get some calculators and we would loan them to the students for the semester, free of charge. The only thing, the student had to return the calculator at the end of the semester. Otherwise, they would be blocked from registering for the next semester. But anyway, these are two calculators again. Difference between the two, and I have done videos on both of these. These are the ones that I would recommend. I pretty much just used TI when I was teaching. I did some workshops with the TI calculator, the 84, the 83, and the TI 89. So I hope this helps you out. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.